Okay, so in a level 1 yoga class, there's not a lot of stepping forward because from downward dog, stepping to the front of your mat is very, very difficult, all right? That's like a much more of like a level 2, a level 3 move. And we're gonna talk about what it takes to step forward to the front of your mat here. Kaylee, who knows expertly well how to step forward, is gonna show us some stuff, all right? So it's gonna be from downward dog. How do you actually step all the way to the front of your mat? I know some of you guys are very puzzled about it, and I see people every day that can't quite step forward. So start in downward dog. So how do we step forward? Well, we want to step forward using the muscles in our body, all right? You never flail your foot forward. Oftentimes I see students swing their leg back and like try to fling their foot up to the front of their mat. That's not really a good technique. It's using momentum, not muscles, and you're just gonna hurt yourself one day. So let's see what some students do, Kaylee. Reach your leg back, and then they just try to fling their foot up. I mean, she knows how to do it right, so that was actually kind of good. Let's try to like fling it more. Extend, and then you're still doing it right. Students can't really what they do is they extend their leg all the way back, and then they try to use momentum and like fling it to the front of their mat, all right? So Kaylee has the strength to do it, so it really kind of doesn't matter what she does, she's gonna do it right. How do we develop that strength? So don't extend your leg back. What I want you to do is anytime you step forward from downward dog, I want you to just use muscles, no momentum at all. What muscles do we need to strengthen that step forward? Is squeezing your knee into your chest. Pull your right knee forward. And as you pull your right knee forward, you shift forward. So this is what you're gonna do to step forward. And just check it out. As she pulls her knee up high enough, at the very end, all she has to do is place the foot at the front of the mat. I mean, Kaylee's really strong and flexible here, so she makes it look easy. It's not that easy, but that's how she worked on it, is just getting that muscle strong. And come back to downward dog again. So for a lot of you guys, what it's gonna look like is this. Squeeze your right knee in, shift forward. You're gonna try to pull it forward and you're not gonna get it through. You're gonna put that foot down and then take your hand and drag it up there. All right, let's see that again, downward dog. Just do it slow. Squeeze your right knee in, shift forward. Don't step it forward yet, like feel as much lift as you can. And then you try to step it forward, it doesn't get there. Take your right hand and just drag your foot forward. That's fine. So for months, for years in your practice, you might have to drag that foot up there every single time with your hand. But I'd rather you guide it up there with your hand than fling it up there just haphazardly, all right? Stepping forward is an important part of the practice that we do all the time. So just make sure that you're doing it in a way that you're not gonna hurt yourself. Downward facing dog, step back. Now just one more thing. I want you to look at Kaylee's hands, all right? Her palms are flat. Most of us, when we step forward, we can't quite keep our hands flat, and that's fine. So just make sure that you're aware of what your hands are doing. Squeeze your right knee in. And she's gonna step all the way forward this time, but she's not gonna keep her right hand flat. She's gonna kind of lift up, and there you go. So for me, when I step forward, I oftentimes cannot keep my hand flat. That's fine. You might have to come up onto your fingertips for that final moment to get the foot up there, but get it up there. Use the hand to drag it up there if you need it, all right? Plant your hands. Now, if you can do it backwards, then you can probably do it forward. So from here, see if you can just lift your right heel up to your butt. That's the maneuver backwards, all right? So you want to just work on that. The knee is forward, the heel is pulling up, and then you can step it back forward again. Booyah. She's good at this. With a lot of practice, you're gonna get good at it too, all right? But stepping forward is something that's tough. Don't feel like it's an easy move at all. It's still something that I struggle with in my practice that a lot of people struggle with. So don't worry about getting it right the first time. Just develop that strength and the flexibility in your legs over time to get it right. Good job. Good job, Kaylee. Thank you.